is NDTV and you are watching NDTV Prime.
Hello and welcome. You're watching the South edition of the Property Show. We will help you find best property in your budget, and to do that we have with us Naimunisa Khan, Head Research and Consultancy South, licensed for us. And before we start taking your queries, let's take a look at the headlines. A home for every budget in Hyderabad is starting at a very pocket-friendly 30 lakhs. Wide range of options from the promising residential markets of Bangalore. With office space demand gaining traction in Bangalore, is the retail real estate in the IT capital under stress? How are the builders dealing with it? We will find out. Affordable destinations under 40 lakhs in Chennai. Madras High Court clamps down on the registration of unauthorized plots to check exploitation of agriculture lands and water bodies. We tell you all that you need to know before buying a plot. Also on the show will be prime property options in Kochi. And we have our first caller, G. Srinivasa Raghavan. Yes, Mr. Raghavan, go ahead with your query.
Yes, hello, this is Raghavan speaking, and I have a question for you. My budget is like around 20 to 25 lakhs.
Okay.
And how can, I can, this Salapuria East Crest as a project for investment purpose.
Okay.
And I'm looking for the purpose of investment, in Salapuria East Crest project.
Okay. We'll help you on that. So, Naimunisa, Salapuria East Crest is the project which he has shortlisted, and what do you have to suggest on this?
See, I think so far Salapuria East Crest has been a very good investment. If you look at the launch price of Salapuria East Crest, it was launched at around 4,290 in Jan 2015. And currently it is priced at around 4,700, which gives you an annual appreciation of around 6%. So in terms of appreciation, this area has been doing good. So if you're looking at investment, then it's a good project to invest. In fact, even if you look at the micro market, I think the micro market price is around 4,500 rupees per square foot, and it has given an annualized returns of 7%. But I feel that this micro market is having a oversupply situation. If you look at the number of units that are available today, it's around 2,600 units unsold, whereas the month's inventory overhang is around 47 months. So perhaps the pace of appreciation that was around 7% last year's would probably not be the same. But what is good about the Bangalore market is that the projects usually offer a very good discount in a pre-launch stage. So in the same market, we have also suggested two more projects for you, which are by the name of Brigade Buena Vista and Shriram Greenfield Phase 2. Both these projects are in the pre-launch stage and the early stage of construction. So the kind of price point that they will offer in relation to Salapuria Crest will be much lower, and then you can expect a gradual increase in price as and how the construction increases. But I would also like to warn you that when projects are in the pre-launch stage, the builders may not have all the approvals in place. So kindly do a due diligence at your end with your lawyer, check all the papers before you invest in any pre-launch project, or be comfortable and go ahead with Salapuria East Crest.
Okay, so your option, which is Salapuria East Crest by Salapuria Satwa, gets a go-ahead from our side. It is at OMR Boutique Cross, and the price here is around 4,790 rupees per square foot. Total units in this project are 650, and the project will be completed by March 2019. It's in a pre-launch, so you need to do due diligence of this project. The project is very well located. Whitefield is just 10 kilometers away. International Airport is a bit far, 43 kilometers. MG Road is 19 kilometers away. And you have good schools in nearby areas, and the basic amenities like swimming pool, kids pool, outdoor cafe, jogging track and half basketball court and all are there. Next we have the other recommendation, is Sri Ram Greenfield by Sri Ram Properties. Price here is around 4,350 rupees per square foot. Total units in this project are around 1,600. So it's a big project. Completion for phase 1 is by November 2017 and phase 2 will be completed by December 2018. It is 20 kilometers away from MG Road, and Budigera Cross and Old Madras Road is just 4.3 kilometers away, and Whitefield is 13 kilometers away, and you have all the basic amenities in this project too. And the third recommendation is Brigade Bunia Vista project by Brigade Group, and the price here is around 4,140 rupees per square foot. Total units in this project are 760. The completion date for this project is likely by December 19, and International Airport is a bit far, 40 kilometers, but MG Road is just 19 kilometers away, and you have all the basic amenities. Next we have Kushal Gupta on the phone line. Yes, Mr. Gupta, go ahead with your query.
Hi, so I am looking to buy a 3 BHK flat in Hyderabad, close to high-tech city. I do have a budget of around 95 lakhs, and I've actually shortlisted 2 projects. One is My Home Vihanga and My Home Avatar. So which is better in your opinion? And give me a few suggestions that I could go with.
Naimunisa, what do you think? He has shortlisted 2 projects, and what do you think about this micro market? These 2 micro markets, in fact, Gachibowli and Manikonda.
See, both these micro markets are important in its own context. For example, if you look at Gachibowli, it is close. It actually houses High-Tech City, which is the IT hub of Hyderabad. Whereas the advantages of being in Manikonda is that you are equal distant from High-Tech City, and you can also travel to the city. So if you're working in the city, Manikonda becomes a good location for you. But when we compare these 2 projects, My Home Vihanga and My Home Avatar, I think My Home Vihanga is in a ready-to-move-in stage, whereas My Home Avatar is recently launched, and it's going to get completed in December 2019, I believe. So I would suggest always choose a ready-to-move-in project over a project which is currently under construction. In fact, both these projects are from the same builder. So if you choose any one of them, the construction quality and the delivery and everything is going to be the same. But even in terms of location advantage, I think My Home Vihanga gets more points because it is hardly 2-3 kilometers away from Nanakramguda, which has like Microsoft, Capgemini, then there's an Infosys office as well. In fact, the new Apple office that is proposed, they have taken some square feet of space, which is in Wave Rock SEZ, which is also very close by from My Home Vihanga. So if you even invest in My Home Vihanga today and don't move in, rent it out, whatever rent you are getting from that particular property, you can use it in your EMI as well. So I think My Home Vihanga would be the best choice between these 2. And apart from that, we have also recommended one more project, which is also in the Gachibowli area, very close to Nanakramguda, which is by Prestige Group. This project name is Prestige Highfield. This is in its excavation stage. So if you want to go for something which is under construction, then you can also look into this. But I think my bet is on My Home Vihanga.
Okay, summing up, My Home Vihanga you can go for. You have other options as well, and you have shortlisted 2 projects by the same developer, My Home Vihanga and My Home Avatar. You can choose the one which is ready, and also we are recommending you one more project, which is Prestige Highfields by Prestige Group in Gachibowli itself. Price here is around 4,750 rupees per square foot. Excavation work is going on, and it will be ready by December 2019, and it is just 11 kilometers away from High-Tech City. Wipro Circle is just 1.2 kilometers away, and airport is 30 kilometers away from the project, and you have basic amenities which will be in place like aerobics, yoga room, badminton court, basketball, among other standard amenities. Next we have Pradeep Kumar Nair on the phone line. Yes, Mr. Kumar, go ahead.
Hi, Chanakya. I'm looking for either a penthouse or a villa at Thiruvananthapuram. I'm looking at a 2 to 3 BHK, and my budget is around 1 crore. A property should be in a good township and less traffic, and security, safety for women would be a priority.
So 1 crore is the budget. Naimunisa, he's looking for a township, and for a villa or a penthouse in a 1 crore budget. What do you suggest?
So, like he rightly mentioned, safety for women is the priority for him. Based on that, I would suggest that one of the most important parameters for safety for women, apart from a gated community complex, is also that there has to be some life on street, which adds to the sense of security that you get when you move out of your house. So, based on that, we've chosen a location which is more habitable, and it's a developed location and not a developing location, so that when you move out of the house, it's safe and secure, and there are people on the road. The location that we have chosen for you is Pattom. It's end user location, I would say. Basically, Pattom is a high-end, it's towards the high-end segment. And if you look, it is only 4 kilometers from north of the city center. In fact, Pattom Junction itself is one of the busiest junction in the city. It also houses a lot of administrative offices like Kerala State Planning Board, then the District Panchayat quarters, and many other shopping complexes as well. So all the social and the physical infrastructure would be in place for you if you go with this location. In terms of real estate market dynamics, there are around 7 projects in this location with a month's inventory of around 29 months. And the average price of this location is around 6,000 rupees per square foot, with an annualized returns of around 3.7% over the period of last 2 years. The projects that we have listed down for you are Hira Atmosphere. This is close to the NSS Academy. It's a branded builder, it's a gated community, you'll get good amenities, and this project is under construction right now. The other project that you selected is Cordial Prabha. Cordial Prabha is very close to Vrindavan Gardens. It's actually it's a standalone building with around 26 units in it. So it gives you a sense of luxury. The third project that we have selected is Arctic Empire. This is located on Pattom Kumarapuram Road, and this is a very branded and popular builder in this locality, and you'll get huge large floor plates available with him. So you can go for penthouses in these locations, I think.
Okay, so Pattom is the micro market which we have chosen for you, and the project recommendations are Hira Atmosphere by Hira Group in Pattom. The price here is around 7,000 rupees per square foot. Total units in this project are 516, and the project will be completed by December 18. And it's just 7 kilometers away from the airport, 5 kilometers away from the railway station. So connectivity is not an issue. Amenities also are plenty of them are there. Just like mini golf meditation center, table tennis, jogging track, open cafeteria, aqua cafe, and many more. Second recommendation is Cordial Prabha by Cordial Foundation. The price here is around 6,000 rupees per square foot. Total units just 26, and the completion date is January 2016. It's a ready-to-move-in project, and also it is available with the developer. It's just 7 kilometers away from the airport and 5 kilometers away from the railway station, and you have all the basic amenities like 24/7 power supply and water supply. And the third project recommendation is Arctic Empire by Artec Realtors. And the price is around 6,500 rupees per square foot, and this is also a ready-to-move-in flat or the project, and you can it is also just 7 kilometers and 5 kilometers away from the airport and the railway station respectively. And the amenities include entrance lobbies lounge, rooftop infinity swimming pool, and jogging track, among others. Next we have Geeta on the phone line. Yes, Geeta, go ahead with the query.
Good evening. I have invested in a property in Sriperumbudur on the outskirts of Chennai. The builder is Lancor and the property is called Townsville. It's a 3 BHK, 1197 square feet apartment. I just wish to know if I should hold on to it or dispose it off, because when I took possession in 2014, there was a promise of the Greenfield Airport which has not really taken off. So I wonder whether I've invested in the wrong property, or will it show some returns in the near future? What are the prospects like? Please highlight. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. So Naimunisa, what do you think about her investment?
See, I think Sriperumbudur itself is a long-term investment location. Currently, if you see the weighted average price of Sri Perumbudur is around 2,900 rupees per square feet. It is in the periphery of Chennai. It's a small, it is developed along the lines of a small industrial town. In fact, the project that she's suggesting, I think the project was at the price of around 2,200 rupees per square foot when she purchased the apartment. Ms. Geeta purchased the apartment, and currently the price that the developer is offering in the open market is 3,000. So in the past 4 years, Geeta, I think you've already received around 21-22% appreciation on the property. But to resell this property in the secondary market is going to be tough, because there is a huge inventory pile up already by the developer side in this micro market. If you see, the inventory overhang of Sri Perumbudur is 43 months with around 1,000, almost more than 1,000 units available in this micro market. So as you rightly mentioned, that the Greenfield Airport also, there is a concern of the Greenfield Airport also, because currently the existing airport of Chennai was extended with 2 new terminals and also 1 new runway. So I think the Greenfield Airport of Sri Perumbudur may take some more years to materialize. So if you're holding for investment, then I would say that it is a good time to exit the project. You've already got a good appreciation. Plus, instead of having a dead asset in Sri Perumbudur, if you sell it at the rate of around say 2.7 to 8, which is discounted from what developer is offering, you'll get around 33-34 lakh rupees on your investment. And if you add 3-4 lakh rupees more, you can buy a compact 2 BHK in let's say Tambaram. And if you invest there, then you can get an return on rental at least. A 2 BHK in Tambaram will easily, you'll get around 8,000 to 10,000 rupees, and you can easily capitalize on your investment quickly in a locality which is more developed. So based on that, we have selected 2 projects for you in the micro market of Tambaram, which is Ruby Gateway. It's a decent developer. It's a mainly a Tambaram based developer only. This is 3 kilometers from Tambaram station, and it is very close to the outer ring road as well. The second project that we have listed is King's Trinity. It's again a decent builder. It's 2 kilometers away from Tambaram station. And in both these projects, you will get 2 BHKs in the range of around say 37 to 40 lakh rupees. So that will be a slight increase in your budget, but it will give you immediate returns.
Okay, summing up, you can exit the project and you can invest in other projects for return. And the recommendations from our side are Ruby Gateway by Ruby Builders and Promoters. It's in Tambaram. The price here is around 4,300 rupees per square foot. Total units 88. And the completion date is by this year end. It's just 14.5 kilometers away from the airport, and outer ring road is just 2.8 kilometers away and just 3 kilometers away from Tambaram station. The other recommendation from our side where you can invest and get good returns is King's Trinity by Cornerstones Foundation, and it's in Tambaram. The price here is around 4,435 rupees per square foot. Total units just 54, and it is also just 11.5 kilometers away from airport, and outer ring road is also close by. The Madras High Court recently issued an order to ban registration of unauthorized plots to keep in check the exploitation of agricultural lands and water bodies. This is a welcome move for a city which has no urban planner and has a long history of encroachment into public land. But at the same time, there is a lot of apprehension amongst home buyers now on how to be sure before making an investment. Smitha tells us all you need to know.
Images from last year's floods still fresh in our minds. Houses submerged, people running to get to higher ground. Why? No planning at all. Encroachments have eaten into our city's lakes and marshes, which could act as natural flood mitigators. This High Court order is exactly what the city and the state needs to become more planned and have a better network of sewage and water management systems. The order states that plots which have not been authorized cannot be registered. Here is all that you need to know before buying land. You have to register with the Directorate of Town and Country Planning or the Chennai Metropolitan Development Authority and get the necessary approvals. Plot deeds which are sold or bought without this approval are invalid. Do a thorough research about the seller and get the document verified by a competent lawyer, making sure all statutory approvals from government agencies are in place. Now with the new order, no land marked as a water body or an agricultural land can be sold. This is definitely what the city needs, considering Chennai's poor network of stormwater drains, rainwater harvesting and drainage systems. Real estate consultants are applauding this step as now home buyers will be safeguarded. And also because reputed builders are also eyeing this sector now. Akshaya Builders and Casa Grande have already hopped onto the wagon. But what about those who've already purchased these unauthorized plots?
That's a pain area. I think yes, if people have already gone ahead and purchased unapproved plots knowingly or unknowingly, they will have to go back either to the DTCP, or if it's under the CMDA, they have to go back to the CMDA and look out and get this approved. I mean, that's something that they will have to approach the authority and find out a way.
This order will serve as a hit, especially for owners belonging to the lower and middle income groups. Experts are hoping to hear in the next court session that those without approvals will still be able to process land deals, but at the cost of a fine. However, this step will definitely serve as a slap on corrupt practices in the field. In Chennai with camera person Sukumar, Smita TK for NDTV.
Time to slip into a small break. After we come back, we will find affordable housing projects in Kochi. And how are developers gearing up to the challenges of shrinking retail space demand in Bangalore?